The space station hung in the black of the universe like a silver jewel. Lights flickered along its rings, and ships of many shapes and sizes moved carefully between docking bays. Among the guests was a small group of humans. They had come far from Earth, traveling across countless stars, to meet other species in a grand gathering. Humans were known in the galaxy for their resilience, curiosity, and strange ways, but they had never been part of such a large assembly before. The humans walked carefully through the hall, looking around at the tall aliens with shimmering skins, multiple eyes, and wings that glowed softly. Some aliens floated, some walked, some even moved on many legs. The humans felt small, but they held their heads high. They had been trained to be calm and polite in every situation, no matter how unusual. One human, named Liam, could not help but smile at the colorful diversity around him. He whispered to his companion, "I never imagined so many kinds of life in one place. It's amazing." His companion, a young woman named Mira, nodded.
"It is, but we must remember why we are here."
"We are guests, and we must show respect." The humans moved toward a large table where representatives from many worlds were gathering. There were displays of strange foods, lights that danced in patterns, and music that sounded like wind and water combined. The humans were introduced to the delegates with polite gestures, handshakes, bows, and nods. It was overwhelming, but fascinating. Then, a small alien stepped forward. The alien was not large, but it had bright green skin, round black eyes, and two tiny antennae on its head. It spoke in a clear voice, and its words were translated instantly into the universal language. "Human," the alien said, bowing slightly. "Do you have a mate yet?" The hall went quiet. The question seemed simple, but everyone sensed it was strange. Humans rarely were asked such direct questions in public, especially not by an alien they barely knew. Liam blinked, unsure how to answer. Mira's hand touched his arm, signaling calm. The alien continued. "My mother bakes well."
"She also kills well. I think she would make a perfect mate for you."
"Please take her as your wife." For a moment, the humans froze.
Some delegates murmured to each other, unsure how to react. The words sounded serious, yet the way the aliens said them made it clear there was no malice. It was a matter-of-fact statement, like offering tea or a gift. Liam opened his mouth, but no words came. Mira tried to hide her laugh. The alien waited patiently. Finally, Liam said, I think we need to understand each other better first." The alien tilted its head. "Understand?"
"There is nothing to understand. My mother is skilled."
"She protects her family and her people. She bakes."
"That is enough. Marriage is good for both parties."
Mira stepped forward. "We respect your offer, but humans choose their mates themselves. We cannot accept someone simply because they are skilled or respected." The alien's eyes blinked. "You choose." "Why choose? My mother is safe, strong, and excellent at all that is important."
Liam tried to explain carefully. In human culture, love and choice are very important.
We cannot simply accept a partner because of skills or reputation. Friendship and respect are important, but marriage is personal. It is built on feelings and trust. The alien considered this. Feelings, trust.
I do not fully understand."
But humans are strange, yet wise. Perhaps you will explain to me. God.
Mia
smiled gently. "Yes, we can. But first, we must ask you to be patient and let us get to know each other."
"I can be patient, but you must meet my mother."
"She wishes to meet you." Liam and Mira looked at each other.
The thought of meeting an alien parent who was famous across its species was intimidating. But they had come to learn, not to run away. The alien motioned for them to follow. They walked through corridors lined with soft lights and floating symbols. The station's gravity shifted slightly, but the humans adjusted easily. They passed rooms filled with strange plants, small animals that glowed, and tools they had never seen. Everywhere they looked, the alien culture was visible, careful, precise, and full of color. A warm light came from above, and a sweet smell of baked goods filled the air. There, at the center, stood a tall alien. Her skin was golden brown and seemed to shimmer faintly. She had long fingers, hands that moved gracefully, and eyes that were both sharp and kind. She smiled when she saw the humans. "Welcome," she said in a gentle voice.
I am honored to meet you. Liam bowed slightly. Mira followed.
It is an honor for us as well, Mira said. The alien looked at them closely.
You
I have heard much about your people.
You are clever and brave, yes? Liam smiled. We try to be. But bravery is different for every species. The alien laughed softly, a sound like wind in the trees. That may be true. You are different. Yet I feel you are strong in your own way.
You do not need weapons to show strength. You show it with patience and wisdom. Mira looked at Liam, impressed.
She understands humans well, she whispered.
The alien motioned for them to sit at a table filled with food. There were bread-like items, sweet fruits that glowed, and a warm liquid that smelled of honey. "Please, eat," she said. "Sharing food is how we learn about each other." Some tastes were strange, but all were delicious in their own way. They laughed as they tried to describe Earth foods in the universal language, comparing chocolate, bread, and fruit with alien tastes. The alien mother listened carefully and laughed too, nodding as she tried to imagine these new flavors. As they ate, the alien mother began to explain her skills. "When I said I kill well," she said, smiling, "I meant I can protect. I can stop threats to my family and my people without hesitation. I do not harm unnecessarily. But when danger comes, I can act swiftly." Liam nodded. "We understand. On Earth, humans have similar skills. We protect our families, our friends, and sometimes strangers."
We also use cleverness, not just strength. The alien mother's eyes lit up.
"Cleverness is valuable. I like that in humans." "Perhaps you are stronger than I imagined," Mira smiled. "Strength comes in many forms. Some is physical, some is mental, some is emotional. Humans value all of it." The alien mother nodded slowly. "I see. Your people are different, yet similar in important ways. You care for each other, and that is powerful." They spent hours talking, eating, and sharing stories. The humans told tales of Earth's mountains, rivers, and oceans. The alien mother shared her experiences in keeping her people safe and teaching young ones how to bake and care for each other. Laughter echoed in the hall as differences became fascinating rather than frightening. By the end of the meeting, the humans felt they had learned something important. Aliens were not only strange in appearance but also in culture, thought, and habit. Yet, despite all differences, some values were universal: care, kindness, patience, and understanding. The alien mother smiled warmly. "You have learned well.
You do not fear difference, and you are willing to understand. That is rare."
My child was right. Humans are remarkable.
Liam bowed again.
Thank you for your kindness.
We have much to learn from your people, and perhaps one day we can share more of our own as well.
Mira added, "Yes. We respect your family and your skills. but we also must follow our own ways when it comes to personal choices.
The alien mother nodded. I understand.
That is wise. Then we begin as friends, and perhaps one day as partners in knowledge, food, and culture. Let that be enough for now. As the humans left the hall, Liam whispered to Mira, "This is unlike anything I imagined." I expected politics, rules, maybe even fear. But this is learning, laughing, and understanding. Mira nodded. And this is why humans survive. We adapt, we learn, and we build bridges. That is our strength. The alien child waved as they left. "Come back soon," it said. "There is more to show you, and my mother has more baked treats to share." Liam and Mira smiled. They knew the journey across the stars was just beginning, and though the question that started it all, about marriage and choice, had been strange and shocking, it had led to something far greater: connection, understanding, and the first step toward friendship across worlds. As they returned to their ship, they looked out at the black stars. Humanity had taken its first real steps into a galaxy full of life, and already the humans had shown that sometimes the simplest qualities, patience, humor, and respect, were more powerful than any weapon or skill. The stars twinkled quietly, as if nodding in approval. The humans left the hall feeling both excited and nervous. The alien mother and her child had welcomed them warmly, but the invitation to visit their homeworld still hung in the air. Liam and Mira looked at each other as they walked back to their ship. "Do you think we are ready for this?" Mira asked quietly. Liam shrugged. "We have faced many strange things, but this is new. Meeting the family of a species we barely understand is, well, let's say it is an adventure." The next day, the humans accepted the invitation. Their ship entered the alien homeworld's orbit, a planet of soft green light and tall crystal trees. The landscape glimmered in the sun, with rivers of silver and hills that shone like glass. It was beautiful and strange, but the humans adjusted quickly, stepping onto the planet with curiosity and care. The alien child led them through winding paths filled with soft glowing plants. Birds with transparent wings floated above, singing harmonies that sounded almost like music. Small creatures scurried below, playful and harmless. The humans felt a mixture of awe and comfort. This world was different, but it was peaceful. Finally, they reached a large home made of smooth stone and glowing crystals. The alien mother stood at the entrance, smiling. Her presence was calm and strong, and it made the humans feel welcome immediately. "Welcome," she said again, but this time her tone was softer, warmer. "I am glad you have come." Liam and Mira stepped inside. The interior was filled with light, and the air smelled sweet, like flowers and baked goods combined. Tables were set with food, and soft cushions were placed on the floor. The humans could see how carefully the space had been arranged, both practical and beautiful. "My mother told me you liked to learn," the alien child said, grinning. "Then you will enjoy this place. There is much to show you." The humans followed the child into a large kitchen. The alien mother was there, preparing food. Her movements were quick and graceful, and the smell made Liam's stomach growl. She had many ingredients, some of which the humans could not identify, but she worked confidently, mixing and shaping with care. "This is how we bake," she explained. "Food is important. It brings people together. It is also a way to show care and respect." Liam watched closely. "It looks amazing. On Earth, baking is also a way to show love. Families often gather to make bread, cakes, or pastries together." The alien mother nodded. "Then we are not so different Food teaches patience, precision, and sharing. It also teaches joy. Mira smiled, and sometimes mistakes teach lessons too. The alien mother laughed softly.
Yes, mistakes teach as much as success. Now, you will help me. Liam and Mira exchanged nervous glances.
Help you? Liam asked. Yes, she said, handing each of them a bowl. We will bake together. It is part of learning about us and part of sharing. The humans worked carefully. They followed instructions as best as they could. Some alien ingredients reacted in unexpected ways, bubbling or changing color. Mira laughed quietly.
This is like science class and cooking class combined. The alien mother smiled. Cooking is science. It is also art and love. You humans are quick learners.
Hours passed as they baked. The humans felt a strange sense of connection, not just with the alien mother, but with the planet, its creatures, and the gentle rhythm of this alien life. The alien child watched with interest, sometimes giving small tips, other times observing quietly. After baking, they sat down to eat. The food was warm and fragrant, and each bite was an adventure of flavor. Liam and Mira tried to describe Earth foods in comparison, and the aliens listened with curiosity. The humans realized that food could be a bridge between worlds, a way to understand each other without words. After the meal, the alien mother led them outside. The crystal trees reflected the light of twin suns, creating sparkling rainbows across the hills. I wish to show you more, she said. Not only baking, but how we live, how we learn, and how we protect each other. The humans followed. They visited gardens where plants grew in unusual patterns, schools where young aliens learned music, math, and storytelling, and workshops where inventions were created from crystals and light. Every place was alive with creativity and care. At one point, they came to a small forest. The alien mother pointed to a set of stone markers. These are lessons, she said. We learn from those who came before us. We remember their choices, their successes, and their mistakes. Humans do this too, I believe.
Liam nodded.
Yes, we remember history and try to learn from it. Sometimes we fail, but we keep trying. The alien mother smiled.
Then you are wise? Your species values learning and growth.
That is strength, Mira added, and also patience. It takes patience to understand another culture, another way of life. The alien mother nodded. Patience and kindness are often stronger than power or weapons. You humans understand this well. They spent the rest of the day exploring. The humans laughed as they tried to imitate alien games, moving in unusual ways to balance on floating stones or navigate light paths. The aliens laughed too, enjoying the humans' curiosity and good spirits. No one judged anyone for mistakes or clumsiness. It was a day of joy and discovery. In the evening, the alien mother brought them to a quiet terrace overlooking the silver rivers and glowing hills. I know my child spoke strangely to you, she said softly, but that question came from pride and care. We wish to offer the best we have. In our world, family and protection are everything. We do not always understand how other species think, but we try. Liam felt respect growing for this alien. We understand. Your care is clear. And your lessons about patience, understanding, and kindness are valuable. Humans are not so different in what we value. We protect, we nurture, and we build bonds. The alien mother's eyes sparkled.
Then perhaps we are not so different. You humans have hearts as strong as your minds.
That is rare in the universe. Mira spoke next. We are learning, and we are grateful. But humans choose love and partnership carefully.
It is personal. That does not mean we do not respect your family or your culture.
On the contrary, we admire it. The alien mother nodded slowly. I understand. That is wise. My child will learn from you too. Perhaps this is the beginning of friendship, not only between humans and my family, but also between our peoples.
The humans felt warmth in their hearts. They had come to this world thinking they would meet strangers, but instead, they had met friends. Laughter, learning, and shared meals had built a bridge between species. The alien world felt less strange, and more like a place where understanding could grow. As night fell, the twin suns set, casting long shadows across the crystal hills. The humans watched in awe as the lights reflected and refracted, turning the landscape into a sea of colors. The alien child waved at them. Tomorrow, we will explore more. There is still much to learn and share. Liam looked at Mira. I never imagined this. We came to meet an alien family, and we found lessons about care, understanding, and patience. And somehow, that is more impressive than anything we expected. Mira smiled. Humans survive because we try to understand, not just to conquer or change. That is our strength. The alien mother approached them one last time before they returned to their quarters.
Rest well. Tomorrow is another day of learning.
You are welcome here always. As the humans walked back, they felt a new kind of energy.
This world, with its strange foods, games, and glowing landscapes, was becoming familiar in a way that no starship or council meeting ever could. The alien mother's care, the child's curiosity, and the gentle rhythm of this life had shown them that sometimes the greatest adventures were not battles or discoveries of technology, but understanding another being, another culture, and finding common ground. They returned to their ship under the glowing skies, hearts light with laughter and minds full of wonder. The journey across the stars was long, and there would be more challenges ahead, but for now, they had experienced something rare. A friendship born not from politics, rules, or fear, but from kindness, patience, and shared joy.
In the quiet of space, Liam and Mira looked out at the stars.
We are part of something bigger now,
Liam said.
Yes, Mira replied. And that is just the beginning. We will learn, we will share, and we will grow.
Humans are meant to connect, and that is what we are doing, even among the stars. The twin moons rose over the hills, and the lights of the alien home glowed softly. Tomorrow, they knew, would bring more lessons, more laughter, and more moments where differences could become bonds, and they were ready to embrace them all. The next morning, Liam and Mira woke early, feeling excitement buzzing in their veins. The alien world outside the ship was bathed in soft light from its twin suns. They could see the crystal trees glimmering, rivers sparkling, and small creatures moving gently across the hills. It was a new day full of possibilities. The alien child was waiting for them, bouncing with energy. Today is special, it said. You will see how humans can show their cleverness in ways that other species might not expect. Liam raised an eyebrow. I hope it is not a test we will fail. The child laughed. It is not a test. It is a way to share, to learn, and to enjoy. Follow me. They walked through winding paths, their steps soft on the glowing ground. The alien mother joined them after a few minutes.
Humans have a quiet strength, she said. They think, they plan, and they adapt.
Today you will show that in action, and I will show you our world in return. The first stop was a garden, but not an ordinary one. The plants were shaped in intricate patterns, forming puzzles and pathways. Some plants grew tall and thin, creating mazes, while others glowed in sequences, lighting paths in the dark. The alien mother explained, "Our ancestors built this garden to teach problem-solving and observation. Anyone who navigates it learns patience and cleverness."
This looks complicated. Liam grinned. Humans love a challenge. The alien mother nodded.
Then you may begin. Observe carefully. Think. But remember, rushing will not help. They stepped into the garden.
At first it seemed confusing. Every path looked the same, and every glowing plant blinked in patterns that were difficult to follow. But the humans paused, watched, and started noticing small differences. They saw which lights blinked together, which paths had markings, and which plants reacted when touched, Liam whispered to Mira. "This is like solving a puzzle. We need to look, think, and plan each step." They moved carefully, noticing subtle hints in the patterns. Other species watched quietly, curious to see how humans would act. Some expected mistakes or confusion. Yet Liam and Mira were patient, adjusting their steps and making observations. Slowly, they found the correct paths and reached the center of the maze. The alien mother clapped her hands, smiling.
"Well done! You humans do not rush."
"You think, you observe. That is cleverness. Indeed, many beings fail here because they move too quickly." Mira laughed. "We have had practice on Earth. We face challenges every day and learn to adapt." The child nodded excitedly. "You passed the first test. Now, the second challenge awaits." They followed the child to a large open space. In the center was a strange device, covered in symbols and softly glowing. The alien mother explained, "This device teaches teamwork. Alone, it cannot be solved. Together, you must figure out how to make it work."
Liam and Mira approached cautiously.
"What does it do?" Liam asked. "It lights up in harmony when solved," the mother replied. "But the solution requires observation, communication, and cooperation." The humans began experimenting. Each step required listening carefully, observing reactions, and adjusting strategies. Sometimes they failed, but they laughed, learning from each attempt. Slowly, they realized the patterns of the device. They worked together, combining their strengths and insights until at last the device glowed brightly, radiating light in all directions. The aliens cheered.
Humans work well together,
The mother said.
You show patience, understanding, and cleverness without arrogance.
That is rare in the universe. Mira smiled.
We learn from each other.
We share knowledge. That is how humans thrive. Next, the alien mother led them to a small village of their species. The buildings were shaped like crystals, reflecting sunlight in dazzling colors. The people inside were busy with daily activities, but they paused to greet the humans warmly. Children waved, adults smiled, and the humans were offered gifts, small crafted objects, foods, and items of art. Liam noticed that the villagers did not speak the universal language fluently. Instead, they used gestures, lights, and small sounds. Yet, communication flowed easily. The humans adapted quickly, using gestures, pointing, and simple words. They laughed when mistakes were made, learning and teaching at the same time. This is amazing, Mira whispered.
They communicate without words, yet it works perfectly.
The alien mother nodded.
Humans do not need to share the same language to understand. That is another kind of cleverness. You learn quickly and adapt to what you see and hear. That is why humans survive and thrive. After touring the village, the alien mother took them to a workshop where inventions were created. Strange devices of light, crystal, and sound were everywhere. Some produced music, others were tools to solve practical problems, and some were designed for learning. The humans were fascinated. Liam picked up a small device. How does this work? He asked. The mother smiled. Try to figure it out. Experiment. Observe. That is how we learn. Hours passed as the humans examined, tested, and solved small puzzles. They laughed when mistakes were made and celebrated when discoveries happened. The aliens watched, impressed by the humans' patience, curiosity, and ability to adapt quickly. The day ended with a lesson in storytelling. The alien mother explained that their species shared history and knowledge through stories. Every story had lessons, sometimes hidden, sometimes clear. Liam and Mira joined, sharing stories from Earth about bravery, kindness, and cleverness. The aliens listened closely, fascinated by tales of humans building, learning, and surviving against odds without relying on raw power. "You humans are indeed clever," the mother said. "You build bridges, not walls. You solve problems without fighting. That is wisdom and strength together. Many species underestimate this, but I see it clearly now." Mira smiled. "That is what we call human nature. We adapt, we think, and we care. We survive by understanding, not by force."
The child bounced happily. I knew humans were special.
My parents says humans are strong, but now I see how. The evening came, and the humans were invited to a meal with the village. Everyone shared food, laughter, and stories. Liam noticed how easily the aliens accepted them as friends, not strangers. The humans' willingness to learn and respect differences had built trust quickly. "Tomorrow," the mother said, "you will see another side of our world. You will see how we protect each other, not with weapons, but with cleverness and care." As the humans prepared to rest, Liam and Mira reflected. The alien world was full of wonders, puzzles, and challenges, but the humans' greatest skill was showing patience, curiosity, and understanding. That was their strength. They had navigated mazes, solved devices, learned gestures, and shared stories, all without force, and every step had earned them respect and friendship. "This is more than I imagined," Liam said softly. "I thought we would face tests, maybe fear, or even danger. But this is about learning, sharing, and building bonds. And somehow, it is more important than any battle we could fight." Mira nodded. "Humans survive not by strength alone, but by cleverness, patience, and kindness. We adapt, we teach, and we learn. That is why we thrive, even among the stars." The twin moons rose again, casting gentle light across the crystal hills. The humans watched in quiet awe, knowing that tomorrow would bring more lessons, more laughter, and more opportunities to show the quiet cleverness that humans carried in every thought and action. They felt pride, not from conquering or winning, but from learning, understanding. And as they drifted to sleep under the soft glow of alien skies, Liam and Mira knew that their journey was far from over. Humanity had already begun leaving its mark on this world, not with weapons, but with its mind, heart, and spirit. The stars outside twinkled quietly, as if acknowledging the humans' place in the galaxy. Here, on this strange and beautiful planet, the humans were not just visitors, they were learners, teachers, and friends. And through every puzzle solved, every story shared, and every laugh echoed, they proved why humans were remarkable. The next day began with a soft golden light spilling over the crystal hills. Liam and Mira stepped outside, feeling the warmth of the twin suns on their faces. The alien child was already waiting, hopping from one foot to the other in excitement.
"Today you will see how we live as a community," it said. "Not with weapons, not with fear, but with care, cleverness, and trust."
That sounds like something humans can understand. We also protect each other, sometimes in quiet ways, not with force. The alien mother joined them soon after, smiling warmly.
"You have learned quickly," she said. "Today I will show you how we support and protect our people,
Perhaps you will see parallels to human ways as well. They walked through winding paths lined with glowing plants. The humans noticed small signs of care everywhere, creatures being tended gently, young ones learning with patience, and elders teaching through stories and example. It was clear that every action had purpose and meaning. First, the mother took them to a field where a group of aliens was working together to repair a structure made of crystal. The humans watched as each individual contributed. Some carried materials, others arranged them with precision, and a few coordinated the effort. The structure seemed complicated, yet every member knew their role.
This is teamwork, the mother explained. We rely on each other.
Every action matters. Even the smallest effort can affect the whole community.
Liam observed carefully. Humans work in similar ways.
In construction, science, and even daily life, cooperation is essential. We rely on each other's strengths and knowledge.
Mira added, and we learn from each other's mistakes. That is just as important as learning from successes.
The alien mother nodded.
Indeed.
We teach young ones not only skills but also values, patience, observation, kindness, and respect. Your species seems to understand these things naturally. Next, they visited a library-like place where light and sound combined to record knowledge. Floating crystals contained stories, lessons, and records of past generations. The humans moved carefully among them, curious and respectful. Each crystal holds knowledge, the mother said. Learning is continuous. Protecting knowledge and sharing it strengthens the entire community.
Liam picked up a crystal that hummed softly. On Earth, we do the same.
We record our history, our science, and our art. We try to pass it to the next generation so that they may learn and improve.
The alien mother's eyes sparkled. Then you are like us.
Strength is not only in action, but also in understanding and memory. Knowledge protects a people as much as any skill or device. Afterward, they moved to a training ground where young aliens learned movement, balance, and observation. It was not fighting, but skill building. Creatures floated in the air, and students had to navigate carefully through paths, respond to changing lights, and solve puzzles along the way.
Watch carefully, the mother said.
This teaches problem-solving and patience. It also teaches trust in oneself and in others. Liam and Mira joined in, helping the young ones and learning the paths themselves. They laughed when mistakes happened, celebrated small victories, and shared encouragement. The aliens noticed how humans guided without controlling, how they taught without pride, and how they led with patience. The alien child cheered.
You humans are clever and kind. Look how you help and how everyone succeeds together.
Mira smiled. That is how humans work. We adapt, we share, and we encourage. Strength is not always obvious, but it is always there in quiet ways. After hours of learning and teaching, the group sat down in a quiet garden filled with glowing flowers and small waterfalls. The alien mother looked at the humans, her expression gentle.
You have seen much. You have learned about our world, and perhaps you have taught us too.
That is the essence of friendship and understanding. Liam nodded. We have learned that care, patience, and observation are powerful. Humans survive because we think, adapt, and connect with others. Violence is not always necessary. Understanding is stronger. The mother smiled. Yes. And now, I wish to offer a gift, not of objects, but of partnership. Your species has shown wisdom and patience.
You have earned trust. That is more valuable than anything else.
The humans felt a deep warmth. The alien mother was not offering marriage or a bond that they were not ready for, but something more meaningful, a shared future of learning, teaching, and mutual respect. The child clapped. Yes, we can share knowledge, food, and laughter across worlds. Humans are part of our story now. Mira looked at Liam. this is more than I imagined. It is not about marriage, or skills, or tests. It is about connection, and humans excel at that naturally. The alien mother nodded. And that is why I respect your people. You show that cleverness, patience, and kindness matter more than strength or fear. That is what makes humans remarkable. As evening approached, they gathered for a communal meal with the village. The tables were filled with baked goods, fruits, and dishes that glowed softly. Music played from floating instruments, creating harmonies that relaxed and delighted everyone. Humans and aliens shared food, stories, and laughter. Liam found himself explaining Earth customs, from cooking to festivals, while Mira shared tales of human cleverness and creativity. The aliens listened intently, fascinated by these new ideas and ways of thinking. One elder alien spoke softly. Your species brings something rare. You respect others, adapt quickly, and teach through example. That is wisdom beyond your years. Liam felt pride, but also humility. We learn from every encounter, and we try to show respect in return. That is how humans survive and thrive.
The evening ended with everyone sitting under the glowing trees.
Stars reflected in the rivers below, creating a tapestry of light that seemed endless. The humans realized that this planet, with its crystal hills, glowing rivers, and kind beings, had become more than a destination. It had become a symbol of friendship, understanding, and the quiet strength that humans could bring to the galaxy. The alien mother approached Liam and Mira one last time.
You have done well. You have shown patience, cleverness, and kindness.
You have connected with our people, and that connection will grow. You are not strangers here.
You are friends, partners in learning, and perhaps in the future, in many other ways. Thank you. We are honored to learn from you and share what we can. That is how humans build trust and friendship, Liam added. We came expecting strange customs and challenges, but we leave with understanding, laughter, and respect, and that is far more valuable than we could have imagined. The twin moons rose over the hills, casting gentle light across the village. The humans felt a quiet peace. Their journey had begun with a strange question about marriage, with the alien child insisting that their mother was perfect. But that question had led to something far greater: understanding, friendship, and respect across species. The night deepened, and Liam and Mira sat in quiet reflection. We came to meet aliens, but we found lessons about patience, understanding, and cleverness, Liam said softly. And kindness, Mira added. Humans survive because we think, adapt, and care. That is why we thrive. And today, we have shown that even across stars, these qualities are respected and valued. The aliens watched from nearby, their expressions warm. They had seen humans adapt, learn, teach, and build trust. No force, no weapons, no threats had been needed. Just patience, cleverness, and a willingness to understand had bridged the gap between worlds. As the humans prepared to leave for their ship the next morning, the alien mother and child waved. Return, any time, they said. You are part of our story now, and we are part of yours. That is the greatest gift we can share.
Liam and Mira smiled. We will come back, Liam promised.
And we will continue to learn and share. That is what humans do. We adapt, we think, we care, and we build bonds. That is our way. As they departed, the humans looked out at the sparkling hills, glowing rivers, and crystal forests. The alien world had taught them much: patience, observation, cooperation, and the power of kindness. Humans had left their mark, not through force or skill, but through thought, heart, and spirit. And as their ship rose into the stars, the humans felt a sense of hope. They were small in the vast galaxy, but their cleverness, kindness, and understanding made them strong. They could face any challenge, connect with any species, and turn the strangest moments into lasting friendships. The stars stretched endlessly before them, and Liam and Mira knew that humanity had already begun to shine brightly, not as conquerors, but as learners, teachers, and friends among the cosmos. The galaxy was wide, full of wonders, mysteries, and surprises, and humans, with their quiet cleverness and kind hearts, were ready to meet it all, one friendship at a time.